guys, welcome back to the Culinary Center. Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday. I love chocolate. So we're going to give you that rich, decadent chocolate dessert that you've been dreaming of. All you need are a few simple ingredients. We start by melting together butter and 60% dark chocolate. Now you want to do this over a double broiler, but if you don't have one, it's okay. Grab a metal or a glass mixing bowl and stick it over a sauce pot that has some water in the bottom, and you have a makeshift double broiler. So from there, you'll need 2 egg yolks and 2 whole eggs. I've cut this recipe in half to only make 4, so it is the perfect amount for you and your sweetheart. We also use some brandy, or you could use bourbon instead if you'd like. Sugar, just regular granulated, and only 3 tablespoons of flour. If you have a gluten intolerance, or someone in your home does, you can substitute rice flour for this recipe and it works just as well. So we're going to start by adding in our eggs, and we're going to whisk them together. You want a nice sturdy whisk because we're going to be whisking in some heavier ingredients a little bit later. All right, now we're going to add in our bourbon or brandy, our sugar, and now for the star of the show, we're going to fold in our chocolate. Now, the important part of this recipe is keeping it moving. This chocolate is hot and these are eggs, and you might end up with an omelet if you're not paying attention. So we're just going to keep it going the whole time, adding it in little by little to temper it in nicely. And we don't want to waste any of that chocolate that's left in here. So when we're done mixing it together, and we know we won't have an omelet, we're going to scrape the inside of this bowl to get all that chocolate out. You could even do this with white chocolate instead if you'd prefer. All right, so now that our chocolate is added, we're going to go ahead and add in our flour. And you don't want to do a big whipping motion with this, or else you're going to have it all in your face and none in your bowl. So we're just going to kind of fold it over to incorporate it. We want to make sure that it's mixed together nice and evenly. And then we're going to use 6-ounce ramekins. Now these ramekins have been greased nicely, so we'll be able to pop our lava cakes out. They bake at 450 degrees for about 10 minutes. So it's a nice, quick, and easy dessert to do at home. You want to fill them all the way to the top because there is no leavening agent in these. So they are as tall as they will get when you pour them. So now they're ready to take a nice sauna ride in the egg, and they'll be delicious in about 10 minutes. What you should have and what you should be looking for with these is you want the edges to be nice and firmly set, in the middle to have a slight wiggle to them. Now when they're ready in about 10 minutes, I'm going to shake them to check for just that, and then they're going to sit for 5 minutes. Now it's important to let them set so that film kind of forms over the top. So when you go to tip them out, you don't lose that delicious molten middle. You want to be able to cut that open with your spoon. All right, so our cakes have been baking for 10 minutes now. We're going to take a peek. So if you look in here, you can see that the sides are firmly set, but there's still a slight area in the middle that isn't set yet. That's the perfect consistency that we're looking for. So we're going to pull them all out. We're going to let them rest for 5 minutes, and then we're going to dump them out of the container and top them with whipped cream or ice cream. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take our ramekin and we're going to place it on the edge of the board so it's going to be easy to slide up. We're going to take this plate and put it right on top, slide that ramekin off, and flip it. Now we're going to give it a little tap for good luck and a little shake. And there you go. So to seal it up, we're going to take a nice dollop of whipped cream and set it right on top. And there you have it. Nice gooey center, firmly set edges, and this looks like it's going to be delicious.